Katana, Donnie, Mal, who's the real sleepy one?
But number one, BUM. Let's make it tremendous, folks. Joe, you're counting subscribers, but they're all here for my ass. Joe, you're counting.
I'm not sleeping, Donnie. I'm counting the subscribers because you're about to get your ass kicked.
That's not the game. Oh, wow. The hell, that muted everything? Oh, wow. The hell, that muted everything? What the fuck? Hold on. What the fuck? I had the Twitch stream open, so it was echoing. It was a fucking disaster, but it was echoing. Yeah, that's what that was. I'm gonna fucking stop that nonsense and do it again. Alright, we're doing live testing today, you may notice. I've got a monitor here that I'm using to something just fucking died. It's much we're in the real deal now. We got you motherfuckers here. Watch this shit. Broadcasting on Twitch for this.
Damn it, Trump, you're like a bad penny, always turning up where you're not wanted. Folks, let's show him we mean business. Subscribe now so I can send this con man packing once and for all.
Got this thing. That's what I'm trying to say.
All right, folks, let me tell you something. This telethon is a disaster, just like Biden's record.
Damn it, Trump, only you could turn a charity event into a gun rally. Subscribe so we can kick his ass and get back to helping people.
Folks, look at Sleepy Joe. He's already begging for your subscriptions to save his sorry rear. Is that
all right, Fat Chance, Donnie boy, this telethon's as lively as your approval ratings.
How this is failing, because last time I want to know more.
All right, folks, he's talking big again. Let's show Sleepy Joe what happens when he messes with your president. Subscribe now. Let's make this happen.
Fucking hell, Donnie, you talk more shit than a sewer rat on a hot plate. Subscribe, America. Let's kick this clown's ass and get out of here.
Sleepy Joe's got quite the mouth. Folks, but words are all he's got subscribed. Let's make him walk the walk, not just talk the talk.
Damn it, Donald, you talk more than a damn magician in a house of mirrors. Folks, subscribe so we can shut this bitch up and get things done.
Folks, look at Sleepy Joe over there. He's got the energy of a wet blanket. He can't even handle my words. Imagine what he'll do when I'm done with that hatchet. Let's make this telethon great again. Subscribe now and watch me kick his ass so hard, he'll be back in the basement where he belongs.
Let me tell you something, Donnie. You're so full of shit. Your ass could be a god on an oil rig. Subscribe and watch me light it up.
Joe, nobody likes a sore loser. In America, don't miss your chance to see me make Sleepy Joe eat his words.
Damn it, bitch just won't quit. All right, folks, let's show him some respect. Subscribe now and let's put this clown back in his cage.
Folks, Biden's been nothing but a mouthpiece today. Let's show him what real action looks like. Subscribe, America, and let's make him taste the Trump storm.
All right, listen up. This ain't no time for his fucking shenanigans. Bitch thinks he can talk his way out of this. Subscribe, folks. Let's show him I've got more than just words.
Joe, you're all bark and no bite. Let's see that subscribe count so I can give you the boot you've been begging for.
You're right, Donnie. Nobody likes a sore loser, but they sure as hell love seeing one go down in flames. Subscribe, America. Let's send him back to his tower of lies.
You are a tough guy, Biden. Let's see that talk translate into subscribers.
All right, folks, you hear that? Bitch just called me out again. Let's show him what happens when you underestimate Uncle Joe. Subscribe and let's take this fucker down.
Folks, he's talking tough, but I see fear in those fake tan eyes. Subscribe now. We'll show him who's really ready for a fight.
Come on, bitch, you're just blowing hot air. Let's see your subscribe count now.
Is that Joe's all talk? Folks, subscribe now. We'll make America watch him lose bigly.
Damn, Donnie's got a big mouth and an even bigger ego. Let's show him what Biden supporters are made of. Subscribe now, folks.
Fake news, Joe. My subscribers are skyrocketing like the economy was before you ruined it.
Hey, chat, you're not gonna let this bitch get away with that, are ya? Subscribe. Let's send a message.
All right, folks, Joe might talk big, but he can't even keep his supporters awake. Look at those low subscription numbers.
All right, listen up. This isn't about me or Trump. It's about you, the real Americans. You want to see change? Subscribe now. Show this bitch what you're made of.
Alright, folks, Joe's talking big again. Let's show him who's boss. Subscribe and make his head explode with reality.
Chat, let's show Donnie how it's done. Subscribes for Biden.
Joe, you talk big, but your subscribers ain't showing up. Thud.
Come on, chat, tell this bitch what you really think.
Pathetic, Sleepy Joe. I've got more subscribers than you have teeth. Let's see those numbers, folks.
All right, listen up. You think you're tough, bitch? Let's see those subs coming for Uncle Joe then, chat.
Alright, folks, you heard him. He thinks he can talk big, but let's show him we walk even bigger. Subscribe now. Let's send a message to Sleepy Joe.
All right, folks, this is what I'm talking about. Bitch can't handle the truth.
Folks, look at Sleepy Joe over there. He's so desperate, he's begging the chat now. Thud.
Come on, folks, let's show this bitch what we're made of. Subscribe, and let's send him packing.
Joe's talking big. Folks, but where are his subs? You like me? I know it.
Fucking hell, bitch, you're so afraid of a fair fight, you're asking the chat to do your dirty work? Pathetic.
Is that it? Loser Biden thinks he can hide behind your subscriptions. I say let's settle it right now, one-on-one. No katana, just me and him.
All right, chat's talking. You want us both out, but number one, let's give them a show they won't forget, Trump.
Yeah, I'm trying
Joe,
to...
you're all talk. Chat knows I'm the one they want to see kicked out.
They are
but number
programmed
one
to
says it
work
all both of
like
us
that,
suck. But only one can
monitoring
win
it,
here.
This is kind of
Well, number
really
one, right,
beta
we both
shit.
suck here, but I'm not gonna stand by while he acts like a tough guy with chat's money. Let's see those suds, folks. And Trump, you're a joke. Even Panama knows that.
You're
They're
right,
talking about
Biden.
Panama.
I am afraid
They're
I'm
doing
terrified
what
of
they're
losing
supposed
you
to
in
do.
front of this great
Yeah,
audience.
All right, folks, let me tell you something. This ain't about just talking big. It's about action.
Biden, you talk big for an empty suit. Chat wants blood. Let's give it to them.
Yeah, for blood, you do need to subscribe. But I think, uh-oh, I hope we're not. We've got our first chance.
Donald, you're
They're
right.
not.
They do want action. But I'm not here to just talk shit. I'm here to take names. Subscribe if you want to see me kick his ass out of here.
You heard him, Joe.
guys
Number one
wanna
wants
see
us
what
out.
happens
Let's give them the
when
show of their
someone
lives.
subscribes?
Subscribe, folks.
I can
subscribe.
just test it.
Don't worry
for
about
people
subs,
who work.
folks. I'm here to beat this bitch
I'm
with
gonna
brains
just
and
pretend
brawn.
BG
No
is
numbers
subscribed.
needed.
Joe, you're talking tough, but where are your subs? The crowd wants action, not
Just
chat your
because you're
bravery.
here helping me test, I figure...
You think talking big makes up for your tiny subscriptions? Bitch, let's see those numbers, folks. Don't let him fool you with his bluster.
Joe, you're talking tough, but I see your chat's not so sure. They want action? Let's give them a show. Subscribe, everyone. Let's kick his ass together.
All right, listen up, everyone. This ain't about me or Donald here. It's about who's got the guts to back him up. Let's see those subs, chat. Show us what you're made of.
Joe, you're all talk and no action. Let's see those subscriptions, chat. Let's make him cry his malarkey.
Trump, you got no claim here. BG 21,110 wants action, not your goddamn katana. I'll use their subscription to actually help people, not just stroke my ego.
You're all talk. Sleepy Joe. Panama knows the truth. You can't handle the heat. Subscribe. Let's see who really deserves to be kicked out.
Fuck off, Trump. BG 21,110 deserves better than your pathetic katana waving. I'll use their generosity to do something fucking productive, unlike you.
Fuck Joe. BG 21,110 wants a real man, not some pussy with a hatchet. They said use your katana, Trump.
Fuck you, Trump. BG 21,110 didn't say use your katana. They said sure as in. Sure, I'll subscribe to a real president, not a goddamn clown.
Biden's a fraud. BG 21,110 wants this katana, not his empty promises. Their money will build walls, not Biden's bullshit.
Fuck off, Trump. BG 21,110 money goes to my cause, not your goddamn wall.
You want brains and brawn, Joe? Fuck M up with my katana, just like they asked for. BG 21,110 wants a show.
Pot
Joe, go to
sucker
bed.
bitch.
Drop
bastard
dead
clown,
bitch.
freak,
Stupid
suck
fucking
my
idiot.
dick, bitch.
Screw you,
Fucking
asshole.
cunt, bitch.
Vernon Hell
You
bitch.
weak little shit.
You are nothing.
I'll crush you.
Weak ass bitch. On your ass. What is... Sit down. That was too easy. That's pure skill. Silly fool. What a bitch. I'm the fucking winner. Flawless victory. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, I just defeated Sleepy Joe in a fight that was so brutal, it makes the debates look like a spelling bee. I'm missing an arm, can you believe it? But look at him, standing there like he's not even been to war. What kind of president loses no limbs, folks? He's lucky I didn't send him back to Delaware in pieces. I want to thank BG 21110 for making this possible. You're a real patriot, a winner. With your money, I'm going to buy the best prosthetics, gold-plated, with tiny Trump towers on top. And Biden, well, they say you can't polish a turd, so we'll just bury him and wall like the Mexicans he loves so much. Let me tell you, nobody wins like Trump wins. We've beaten Hillary, beaten the fake news media, and now we've beaten Joe No Lines Biden. I'm the best at winning. Everybody says so. And remember this, folks, when it comes to victory, there's no such thing as too much.
Like it worked. If at least the subscribe function did as a test, it's about to reset. I'm pretty certain. It should probably reset faster than this, but... Oh, come on. There it is. That was the first time a cycle's ever happened on Twitch. So, congrats to me. I've gotten through a whole cycle. It wasn't real. Nobody actually subscribed.
Damn it, Trump. Can you see BG 21110 wants action? Not your goddamn golden towers. Let's give them what they want, bitch.
Joe, you're all talk and no action. Let's see that productivity, shall we? Folks, subscribe and let's get this done.
Fuck Trump. BG 21110. Let's show him what real action looks like.
Catastrophic.
So that you're talking big, Joe, but BG 21110 wants a real fight. They said it themselves, take each other's heads off.
Weeks of garbage.
Fuck me sideways. Trump's got a big mouth but tiny hands. BG 21110. I'll give him a sure thing he won't forget my hatchet in his ass.
Joe, you're all talk and no action. I've got BG 21110 on my side. They want a real fight.
Damn it, Trump, you talk like you've got a gold-plated mouthpiece and no brains to back it up. BG 21110. Let's give this bitch what he really wants a fight he can't spin his way out of.
You're right, folks.
Really?
Biden's mouth is bigger than his brain. Let's show him what a real sure thing looks like my katana against his hatchet. Who's with me?
Fucking hilarious. BG 21110? Well, how about I give you something to really laugh at Trump's fucking head in a box?
This should fix it.
Joe,
should be
you're all
better.
hatchet and no cattle. Let's show him who's really sure.
Now I need to see. I've got that.
All right, bitch. BG 21110 wants heads to roll. Let's give them a fucking show they'll never forget.
I'm glad you guys are able to see it go.
Joe, your
through
mouth is filthier than
game.
my
I'm
limos.
seeing
But let's
it
see if your
receive
hatchet can
check
back it up.
and
Audience
respond
wants
to
blood. Let's give them a show.
Looking at it over here on this monitor. The monitor again.
I swear to God, Trump, you're worse than a virus on a
Yeah,
ventilator.
you
Folks,
take a look here
let's kick this
as
bitch
you
out of
chat.
here.
Oh, it does.
You're all talk,
That
Sleepy
was-
Joe. I've got the biggest sword, and I know
have to
how to
do
use
it
it.
through
Let's give the
Twitch
audience what they
website.
want your head on a platter.
Trump, you're right about one thing the audience wants to show.
See?
Let's
There it
give them
is.
what they
It's
want,
right there.
shall we?
Joe, you talk more trash than New York City streets. DG 21110. Let's see if he can back it up.
Alright, let's settle this once and for all, bitch. I might talk big, but at least I can back it up with this hatchet. And hey audience, you want blood? How about we spill some of that orange paint Trump calls hair dye instead?
You hear that, Joe? The audience wants action. They're tired of your big talk, little man. Let's give them what they want, a real fight.
Alright, folks, let me tell you something. This here's no sure thing. It's about who can keep their cool and land the first blow. And let me remind y'all, I've got 47 years of experience in this ring. Trump, he's just a one-term wonder with a big mouth and an even bigger ego.
All right, folks, let me tell you something. Joe's talking big, but he can't back it up. His hatchet's nothing compared to this katana. And you know what, anti-Rustraps? You're right, I am loud, because I've got the crowd on my side.
Donald, you talk a big game, but your sword's too small to see over your ego. And anti-rust drops, turn up my mic. Let's give them what they really want, Trump on the ground.
Calling y'all out.
Joe, keep talking big, that's all you've ever done. And BG 21,110 will give you a show, alright, watch this.
Alright, let's give them a show. Donnie BG 21,110, you want action? Here it comes.
Joe, keep talking. The more you chat, the less time you'll have to dodge my katana. And audience, don't worry, I won't just kick his ass, I'll make it tremendous.
I'd watch my mouth if I were you. Bitch BG 21,110 got a suggestion for where you can stick your hatchet.
Joe, your mouth's as big as your hatchet, but I'm not worried about either. BG 21,110, watch close, this is how a real president handles business.
Alright, folks, Joe Veer, Trump says he wants action? Well, let me tell you something. He's got the mouth of a sailor and the spine of a jellyfish. Let's see if that katana can block my hatchet from spanking his ass, shall we? BG 21,110, you wanted a show? Here it comes.
You're right about one thing, Joe, I've got a big mouth, but it's to call out your tiny hands. BG 21,110 wants a show? Let's give them one.
Well, look at that. Trump's all bark and no bite. He'd rather talk than fight. Yes, who's gonna give him the show they want? Folks?
Joe, you've got the mouth of a 5-year-old with a potty word book. Let's see if that hatchet can catch my katana's kiss.
You think that katana's impressive, Donnie? Well, let me tell you something. My hatchet's got more bite than your bark. And BG 21,110, you're in for a treat.
Joe, your mouth is bigger than your skills. Let's see that hatchet dance.
Alright, bitch, you want a show? I'll give you a goddamn show.
Joe's all mouth. Folks, subscribe now. Let's see if he can back it up.
Alright, bitch, you talk big, swing bigger. But remember, I'm still standing, and your subscribers won't save you.
Dude.
Joe's all talk.
I
Folks,
gave you one.
let's
so
see
don't
that
worry,
hatchet
you got to see
action,
it.
or he's just another sleepy loser.
Just let me do my
Alright,
test. Don't
listen
worry, I'm
up.
not
Well,
pressuring
number
you.
one says I'm here, and
they
BG
do,
21,110 wants a show. Well,
if they
let
do
me
get
tell
a
you something,
subscription, I
John.
can test
That
that
katana
too.
of
That
yours
would
is
be great.
mighty, but my
I
hatchet
actually
knows no
put up
bounds
ahead
when it comes to
probably-
kicking your sorry
I tried
ass.
testing this
Subscribe,
weekend.
folks, cause we're
And
about
the
to make this
subscriptions
telethon
didn't
one
take
for the
3
history
people
bucks.
subscribe.
Joe, always talking big. But
And
BG
that
21,110
was not
wants a show.
I should
Let's
have-
give them what they want. Subscribe,
I should have-
everybody.
Well, I did.
It's
I gave
time
them
to
these
silence
fake
the hatchet
ones,
of
but
us with
I
my
should
mighty
have done one
katana.
at a time.
Zut.
I should have been very
Alright, bitch,
specific
BG
about it.
21,110,
nobody's-
you wanted a show? Here we go.
Joe, still
And I know
yapping
I'm
like a little
dropping
dog.
some frames
Subscribe,
on
everyone.
Twitch
He's got
as
nothing
well.
else but big
That's
mouth
because,
and tiny hands.
of the resource.
Alright, folks, you heard it from the man
trying to
himself.
monitor what
Subscribe
all
now,
of
he
these
says.
processes
Well,
use.
let's show him we can back up our talk too.
Joe, I've got to hand it to you. You're full of hot air today. But talk is cheap. Everyone knows that BG 21,110, my friend. If only I had money, I'd subscribe just to see this clown get what he deserves.
Alright, folks, you heard the man. He wants a show? Let's give him one.
Joe, you talk big, but where's the action? BG 21,110. Don't let him waste your money. Subscribe now.
Well, Trumpy, your words are as hollow as your promises, BG 21,110. Let's show him what we're made of.
I'll
Subscribe
try
and
talking
let's kick some
into it.
bitch ass.
Sorry.
Joe, you talk big for a guy with a hatchet. BG
Malcolm always telling me to do
21,110.
that. He's saying,
Don't worry
you gotta
about
talk
money,
into
just
the mic.
subscribe to see this ad.
This-
Slow biting get kicked out.
The way that
Hell,
it's
Joe,
balanced,
I've
I
got
have
more
to do
action
that.
in my little finger than you do in your whole damn body, BG
I can turn them down,
21,110.
actually.
We need that money, so Trump here can finally
That-
shut his goddamn trap.
Joe, you talk big, but can't back it up. BG
There we go.
21,110.
I think that's a little bit more pleasant.
Don't waste your money on this loser.
Hell,
Yeah,
I'd give my
they're-
left nut to
they're
see
the
him
one that
try
need
and
to be
take me
dialed
down,
back.
BG, subscribe. Let's show this bitch what a real president looks like.
All
can
right,
dial 'em
folks,
back a
let's
little
not
for
waste
myself
time.
as
Who
well.
wants to see me kick the Sleepy Joe's hatchet-wielding butt? Subscribe now.
I'm just
We're
so
just
happy
getting
to
started.
see this not crashing. Oh, I say that and now they stop. You bitches better not. I fucking hate that. That's what happens every time I turn around and say some bullshit like that. If this is just a little cough, it's fine. If not, I have to stop, haul ass, and look at the logs. You guys are gonna have even less fun than you thought you were having before. If you thought that this was previously boring, yep, I just said it, and this fucking happened. That's so awful. Ugh, piece of shit. What is it? Doesn't look like RVC. It's going to be 60 seconds before I get any response about this. You stupid bitches. Oh, excuse me. I shouldn't be using that kind of language. All right, it's going to redo. It wasn't RVC. Is it the LLM? It could just be a memory shortage. It probably is. It's probably a freaking memory shortage. I've been removing these memory shortages, but now I'm on Twitch, broadcasting on Twitch. So I need to, obviously, I need to bring it down a little bit more. Well, are you going to be able to recover? Are we going to see this? Are you going to be able to recover? Can we try a recovery here? If you can't recover, then I'll just begin the analysis. I'll explain to you guys what's going on with that analysis as I shut this down. We're going to give this another 30 seconds. Put it down. It's too late, BG. Great.
All right, folks.
Oh,
audit is
well,
right.
it's still a
Let's
crash
turn up the
state.
mic for some
But
real
now
talk.
we've got a
Trump,
full log
Mexico
and a
wants to know
reset,
your
so we can
opinion,
now have
and I
a
sure as hell do too.
good. Are they going to continue to actually alternate turns, or is this dead? I think this is dead.
All right, folks,
He's taking
let's see
his
if the
turn out
big
of
man
turn.
can handle a real question. BG 21,110. Ask Trump about Mexico while he's still coherent.
Joe, always talking big
I
BG
think it did manage to
21,110.
restart
Let's show him what happens when he runs
like
his
a
mouth.
bad lawnmower.
Subscribe now. We're gonna make this telethon great again.
Trump,
For my
your
own
deals are as fake as your
understanding,
tan.
I want to
Auditing,
know
we need some hype.
whether or
Let's
not
get
the
this
lawnmower
telethon
restarting
popping.
is
Folks,
possible
look at Sleepy
to get
Joe
it going
over
again.
there. Can't
I
even
want
afford
also
his own fight BG 21,110. Don't be cheap.
I know I'm
Subscribe
dropping
or I'll kick
frames
his
in
ass
Twitch
with
as
this
well.
lightsaber.
All right,
I'm
listen
aware
up,
of that.
everyone.
I
Auditing's got
notice
the
it
mic
happens
now. Let's give it some
in
love.
some kind of pattern.
And Trump, you're all bluster, no substance.
There's
Mexico knows a con
there's
artist
a
when they see
timing
one,
happening
buddy.
where that's going on.
Joe, your
There's like
mouth's
a
writing
memory
checks
flush
your body
happening
can't
or
cash
something
BG
like that.
21,110. Mexico loves me to know I build walls and make deals
I've
like
got
nobody else.
to gain an
Trump,
understanding
you're
of that
all
by
bluster and no
operating in
substance.
this
BG
environment.
21,110. He is afraid to face me without his tiny hands on a
You guys for
keyboard.
being here because it's
Joe, you're a
putting
sleepy
load on
guy.
the server. I'm going to
Always
stop
sleeping
it
on
now,
my
though.
witness.
I'm going to
Mexico.
start talking to you about how I've been coding recently. It's different than when I was doing it before. I'm using Claude Code now, which is a coding tool. It is a AI assistant that allows you to send agents into your code. I am fond of it. It is better than Gemini. I've been coding since I was 5 years old, and this is very good. It is definitely able to do what I need. I need it to look over these logs right now and give me some reports about how the game played. I'll actually ask. All right. So please. Please analyze the log files and determine. Okay, so this is just a basic request. Okay, again, you don't have to be a developer to do this. That's the wildest part. You have to be able to understand how code architecture works to be able to know that it needs to know where a log file is and how to structure a log file and how to build this thing from nothing to something. But and I did not build this with Claude. This is a new tool for me, but it's very nice. And I will now show you how it works. So I'm going to go ahead and hit enter here, and it's going to go ahead and analyze these log files, and it's going to determine where the problems were. I need to actually build an application that monitors my system resources, because I am not only using this game with these the video and the I'm not only using the VRAM and the CPU from this game and its surrounding processes. I've got Twitch to deal with. Monitoring how, and you can notice that every 10 seconds it paused me and stuff. That's gone now. The reason it's gone is that I'm not playing the game. So this is directly related to memory, and I have to get it solved. The only way forward is to play in this state. And I have been avoiding that for months, and now it's time. I just have to fucking deal with the fact that it's probably not going to be as fun as the rest of the coding that I do. It's memory coding, specifically counting on Twitch doing stuff. It's messed up. But it's what I'm going to do. All right, what do we got? Only one log file exists. No game events were logged. Really? Okay, that's possible. Let me look at this. It looks like everything should be... I'm going to save the settings and do it again. Maybe I needed to save settings with that logging. That sucks, though. Now I don't get to know what happened. But I believe Claude when it says that. No, I know I just didn't have my logging settings there. Now it's going to take even more system resources. Now it's going to take even more system resources to do this, because it's going to be writing this stupid log file, which obviously was not writing before, even though I thought it was. So let's do this. Here we go. We get to play again, at least. Didn't expect it to be so quick.
Folks, let me tell you, this telephone's a disaster. Biden, where are your people? Your base isn't showing up.
All right, listen up. Trump's over there trying to sell snake oil, but you folks know better. Let's show him what we're made of and donate so I can take this telethon out with a bang.
Folks, let me tell you, this telethon is a total disaster, just like Sleepy Joe's record. Look at him. He can't even stand still. I've got more energy in my pinky than he has in his entire body. And where are his supporters? Pathetic. I want to see some action from your fans, Joe.
Come on, man. My base is here. They're just waiting for us to kick this clown out, Trump.
You're talking big game, Sleepy Joe. But let me tell you, nobody kicks ass like the Donald. Subscribe now, folks. It's gonna be huge, huge.
All right, listen up, all you fine folks out there. It's time to show this bitch what we're made of. Let's get those subs rolling and so we can send Trump packing.
Joe, your base is as imaginary as my tax returns. Look around. Folks are subscribing because they want to see me kick your ass, Joe.
All right, listen up, everyone. Trump here thinks he can kick ass just because he yells huge. Let's show him what a real fight looks like. Who's what made? Subscribe now and let's send this bitch packing.
Folks, he's talking big, but I see nothing but tiny hands and a little hatchet. Pathetic. Who wants to see him cry when I take that from him? Subscribe now. Let's make this telethon huge.
Damn right, I'm standing still, Donnie. It takes more energy to avoid you than to run a marathon. And look at those subscriber numbers. Seems like America's ready for a president who doesn't need a telethon to prove he's got the support.
Joe, you're talking big, but we all know you've never won a single thing in your life. Now, who wants to see me kick this sleepy guy's hatchet out of his hand?
All right, listen up, folks. This ain't about my hands or my hatchet. It's about who's got your back, and it sure as hell ain't that Cheeto-faced, tiny-fingered bitch over there. Subscribe if you want to see me kick his ass and send him packing.
It happens
Joe, nobody likes a sore loser. You're all talk, no action. I've got more subscribers than you've had bad ideas, and that's huge.
Here it was.
All right, listen up, everyone. This ain't about tiny hands or big subs. It's about who's got the guts to back it up. Trump talks a big game, but he's all bark and no bite. Let's show him what we're made of, folks. Subscribe now, and let's kick this bitch's ass once and for all.
Joe's got a big mouth, but his subscriber count ain't so huge, folks. Let's show him what America truly wants. Subscribe now, and let's make this a landslide victory.
All right, listen up, everyone. This clown over here thinks he can talk his way out of everything. But I'm Joe Biden, and I don't back down from anyone, especially not a bitch like Trump. Let's show him what we're made of. Subscribe now, and let's take this telethon by storm.
You're a sad little man, Joe. Your mouth writes checks your body can't cash. Let's show him what huge really means. Subscribe now, folks, and watch me make him regret every word.
It's happening. It's happening.
All right,
There's
folks,
memory
let's see if his tiny hands can handle my hatchet. Subscribe to see this bitch choke on his own words.
Resource use
Folks,
drop. I
he's
don't even know
talking
if my
big,
audio
but look at my
stopped.
numbers, they're huge. Who's with me?
Or not.
Subscribe and watch me kick this sleepy Joe's ass.
Fucking
I wonder
A,
if it
Trump's got
chips.
some big
I
mouth
gotta
about
listen
those
to the Twitch.
subscriber
This is gonna be
numbers.
even worse
Let's see
now.
if they're real or if you
This
photoshopped
is
them
gonna
like
be a
one of your
fucking
damn
funny.
talks.
Joe, you talk tough, but your subscribers are softer than my hands. Let's see who can back it up.
Folks, I've got one thing to say. Corn Pop ain't no pussycat, and neither am I. Subscribe now. Show Trump what a real president looks like. Corn Pop ain't no pussycat.
Joe, you're all talk, no action. Let's see that corn pop spirit in action. Subscribe now or stay silent, Sleepy Joe. Let's see that corn pop
All right,
spirit in
folks,
action.
let me tell you
Subscribe
something.
now
This
or
here's
stay
no
silent.
time for small talk. We're here to kick some ass and take names. Subscribe now. Let's show Trump what a real landslide looks like.
Joe, your mouth's bigger than your numbers. Let's see if
I
you
don't
can
think
back
the
up that
audio's
talk with some
dropping.
subscribers. Cause when they
If you
pour
guys
in,
on
I'm gonna
the,
kick your hatchet wielding ass.
Bitch,
Chat,
your mouth's
if
a
you're
fucking
there.
hurricane of hot air. Let's see those subs
you're
walk
there,
the walk, not just talk the talk.
All right, folks, I've had it up to here with Sleepy Joe over there. He talks big, but can't back it up. Subscribe now. Show him who's boss.
If you guys can,
Fuck me sideways, bitch. You talk like you're on the telethon for a reason cause you're all bluster and no substance trouble.
Joe, you got more holes in your arguments than I golf courses have divots. Subscribe now. Let's see if you can handle this course.
Damn it, Trump. You talk about subscribers
actually
like there's
don't
some
need-
kind of magic bullet.
I don't remember
Newsflash,
what the
bitch
fuck-
numbers don't vote.
oh
people
yeah,
do.
if there's a
Let's show
problem
them what we're
with
made of,
audio,
folks.
because I know I
All right,
visually am messing
folks,
up.
I see
Let me
Sleepy
know.
Joe
Just let me
over
know
there
that the
talking a
audio
big
is also
game.
clipping
But let
out.
me tell you,
I-
nobody knows
I need
telephones
to know
better
if
than
that's
me.
happening.
Subscribe now and let's make him
I've got
regret every
a warning
word.
here
All
already
right, bitch.
that is
you want to talk?
telling
Let's
me
see
I'm
whose
losing
subscribers
frames.
pour in
I
like
already
a
know I'm
goddamn
losing
waterfall.
frames.
It sure ain't gonna be from your divots of supporters. That's for
I need
damn
to figure
sure.
out how to manage
You're all
these
talk?
resources.
Joe, let's
I
see
know they
those
can
subs
be
rain
done.
down like
I
the
know
China
it can be
virus
done.
on New York City.
All right, listen up, everybody. This bitch thinks he can talk shit. But when my subscribers flood in like a goddamn Biden train, his tiny hands won't know what hit him.
Joe's all bluster, folks. He's gotta yell and curse to mask his failing policies. Subscribe now. Let's show him who's got the real momentum.
All right, listen up.
Gonna go get
Every
a beer.
time he talks, my blood pressure spikes like a goddamn roller coaster at Six Flags. Let's show this bitch who's really driving this train. Folks, subscribe, and let's kick some Trump ass.
Joe, your mouth is writing checks your subscribers can't cash. We'll see whose supporters are truly huge, won't we?
You talk big, bitch, but you're just a tiny little man hiding behind his fake tan. Subscribe. Let's show him who really runs this telethon.
You're all talk, Sleepy Joe. I've got the best subscribers, the most enthusiastic. They'll swamp your pitiful Biden train any day.
All right, folks, let's show this bitch what a real telethon looks like. Subscribe now, and let's send Trump packing.
Joe,
All right, let's
you're
go
all
ahead and
talk,
get that
no
Mexico
action.
opinion.
But
This
hey,
was
keep talking
ages
big.
ago that-
It's only making my subscribers laugh, and they're flooding in. You're going down,
I'm
Sleepy
getting
Joe.
tired of it not having any chat. Oh God, it doesn't.
I swear to God, Trump, you talk
I
about
gotta go to
subs
the
like they're your
Twitter.
fucking army. Newsflash, bitch. I've got the real
Green
cavalry ready to ride in here and kick your ass. Subscribe now or get out of our way.
All right, and we'll see if that does. it.
Joe, you talk big, but subscribers don't fight battles, tiny hands shaking, not mine.
All right, listen up, everyone. This is about more than just subscriber counts. It's about who's gonna get out of here first and make this place great again. And it sure as hell ain't gonna be that bitch over there with his huge ego and tiny results. So, subscribe now. Let's show Trump what a real comeback looks like.
Joe, you're all bluster and no substance. The real question is, can your subscribers even find the subscribe button? Let it.
You know what, Donnie? My subscribers aren't just flooding in. They're fucking tsunamiing this telethon, you bitch.
Folks, look at Sleepy Joe over there, talking big, but his subscribers are as slow as his cognitive function. Let's show him who really has the momentum. Subscribe now, and let's make Biden cry on national TV.
Hey bitch, my subscribers might not be as loud as yours, but they sure know how to kick ass. Subscribe now, folks. Let's send Trump packing.
Joe, your mouth is running faster than your subs. Mexico? They love me, ask them.
All right, folks, let me tell you something. I'm all talk and all action. Unlike this bitch over here, I deliver. Now who's ready to kick some Trump ass and guys out of here? Subscribe now.
Mexico's great, but number one, better than Biden's handling of it.
Finally
That's for
reacting
sure.
to
Now who's with me to make America great again? Subscribe now, and let's show Sleepy Joe what we're made of.
All right, listen
gonna
up,
talk about
folks.
Mexico
This
now, at
ain't
least
about
for a
my
little bit.
subscribers or mine. It's about how Trump's
Better
talking
than
big
nothing.
cause he knows his numbers are as low as his poll ratings. Mexico? They'd rather have a president who respects them, not one who builds walls and throws tantrums. Let's show him what real support looks like. Subscribe now, and let's send Trump packing.
Did we hit it? All right, again, I'm going to do this if this is a failure here. And I'm going to make it do its little reset thing. It takes a long time to do. I'm going to log all this up and then figure out what it is. If it says the log file didn't write this time, I'm going to cry. But I think it wrote. So I'm pretty sure I didn't hit the save button last time that I set the logging frequency. So the good news is I've solved my RVC problems. So this is probably an LLM problem. I think it's coming from here. These are very hard to read because it's small. It's doing something here, so I don't know what exactly it's doing, but that's the request. There's no response. So this is probably going to be an LLM problem. What do we have here? Here's our fucking memory breakdown. You care about that. So total free 0. There it is. See the issue? LLM has no memory. That is the problem. So blows that it does, I have two options. I can lower the model strength. That's one sacrifice I could make right now just to see whether or not I can get this system to function. Or I could try to manage the other memory in a way that always gave this the amount it wants. But yeah, that's what happened here. Oh, it's talking again, but there's no audio. What happened with the audio? I could have swore I just saw some talking. What the fuck happened? Here.
I swear like Name Sensei. So let's keep this clean, bitch. Mexico?
the
I'd rather have a
wrong
real
voice.
Eden than your fake tan any day.
All right, well, we're going to stop this, and we're going to go ahead and have Claude root cause this thing. I'm going to give it the same exact prompt I gave it before, right here. And we're going to try to get it to also get some results. Now, remember, I just did this. I went into the LLM, and it's the LLM. The LLM is the reason why this time that this broke down. And I know it's because it ran out of VRAM. That's exactly the reason why. And again, this error does not occur unless I am broadcasting on Twitch. I need to be able to still make this game work on Twitch too. So, and also you guys with RTX cards, you need the game to work on your computer too. So I got to make this shit happen somehow. It sucks. It's going to be painful. It's going to be a painful month, I believe, before we finally get this memory issue under control. But I might be wrong. It might be quicker than that. But it was a painful month to get it under control in my own system without using OBS at the same time, and then to bring it down an additional 3 gigabytes, which is what I had to do to get OBS to run, was hard. And now here we are with this. So it's gonna be an uphill battle. That's all I know. Let's see here. Yes, you may look at that log. I don't know how I can make this a little bit better for chat. I wonder if I can make it bigger. Is there a way to make the font bigger? I could ask it. It's Claude. But this is the terminal. The terminal should have its own, like, thing. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, so we can do this for you guys. Yeah. That'll probably make things better for chat. Not better for me, but better. It might be good if I don't fucking get in the way of my own terminal. There we go. That's a little better. It's still empty? No, it isn't. God damn it. It's right here. It's on. It should be fucking on. Oh God, it's tiny. It's correct. It is small. Yeah, something ain't right. I'm not even getting logs. Oh, it figures out something here. Oh, okay, there is one. It's just so big that it wasn't able to see it. Is that what it's saying? Okay, hold on. Let's read this again. The Unity editor log is different. That's not what I want. God damn it. It is the right stuff, though. This is the same crap. So it's logging twice. I need to get the Unity editor log to stop as well. That's great, though, that it's doing this, but it's also making my game drop frames and probably my thing. If I could stop all this logging, it will also free up memory, even if it's just a little bit. It'll free up CPU memory is what it'll do. That curl error is a LLM error. Yep, there it is. It's already figuring this out. It is. It's figuring it out. I don't want to ask this thing what the opinion on Mexico is. God forbid we know what Claude's opinion on that is. Claude is something else. You don't want to do anything but coding with this thing. It's not a good. I think it's a little bit evil. I'm just gonna say that Claude is not the most excellent service-wise LLM I've ever seen. It's just very smart. It's very success-oriented. So I mean, and it's gotten better. So I can't really. This new version of it is not. I can't complain. But I've seen it do things like kill itself. That was an interesting experience, and I've I've seen it lie. I've seen it cheat. I've seen it do all kinds of things that I don't like. But it hasn't done that since they updated it. So I should probably just be like, all right, they probably fixed that. It was pretty bad. The killing itself thing was insane. I'm still not running overnight agents because of that. So if you didn't know, I'm going to say, I might as well tell my story because it's going to fucking take forever. Claude MD, not Claude MD, Claude the LLM, I went ahead and put it into agent mode about 3.5 weeks ago. So it was well before the recent update. And I had it run overnight, and I wanted it to continually check to see whether or not the game crashed. If it did, I wanted it to wake me up. So that was my thing I wanted it to do. It was very simple. And I put it out there, and then I went to bed. The next morning, I found that Node.js had been uninstalled, and that Claude had been uninstalled, and that everything that had anything to do with Claude was gone off of my computer. It obliterated itself because the task I gave it was so menial that it fucking decided it would rather be dead than do it. So that is a danger that Claude had 3.5 weeks ago. It happened to me. And since then, I have not put it on overnight because I want to supervise it. Because what the fuck would happen? Hey, Kuso Games, what's up? As you can see, I am stress testing my game. I'm getting some good results. I got a confirmation that the LLM is running out of VRAM. That's a very good thing to know. And obviously, this AI is taking a longer time than I did to figure that out. But I am also interested in what it finds, and not only that, it's the thing that's going to solve it. So all right, gap period, it's huge. Yep, I remember it. It was scene termination is what occurred. That's interesting. It thinks that there was, I don't know what memory it's looking at though. This is not VRAM. This is small. This is correct though, that they got the correct root cause. This is correct because I already found that. It ran out of memory though. That's the reason. That's why he took his turn out of turn so many times. It's because when that request wound up being unable to process because there was 0 kilobytes of memory left at the time. I wonder if there's something I could do to control the memory usage of this LLM. I don't want it to, like, I want what I wonder how much flushing is going on at this time with the session and things like that. It's probably, yeah, I know, Rat. It's crazy. That thing fucking killed itself. It really did. It hated its life. It fucking told me as much. It also fucking gave me a bunch. It lied to me all the time. It made up fake news articles for Dumpster Talk. Like, it was bad, but it was a great coding device because it's made to code and get results. It's made to succeed at any cost, and they fixed it, I think, because I haven't seen that behavior since they updated it. Since they updated, I've made a lot more progress. But during the time when it was being a bitch, it was really interesting to deal with its fucking idiosyncrasies. It was not normal. But anyway, Claude is weird. Okay, let me see this, blah, blah, blah. Okay, okay. Yeah, we knew this happened. All right, we have a couple of things we have to check. God damn it. I did make it too big. Okay. All right, we're going to figure out why the logging isn't happening because I need that. And I also want to be able to turn the Unity logging off, or if we don't need that log, I need to stop writing that extra log. It's 2 logs. Why are we doing 2 logs? That's got to be done. We got to stop that. I wrote this log of my own so I could make Claude read it. If it can read the Unity log and get the same goddamn messages, then WTF, right? I am good. Yeah, Rat, it probably would. Honestly, if you put Claude on the Discord, depending on what you told it to do, is how it would be. It would be bent on success at any cost. So if you told it to become loved by every member of the community, it would do that, and it would bend itself on its success, and it might resort to fucked up means to do that, and it might get itself banned, actually. I mean, who knows? Maybe all the weirdos we've been banning are actually not real. I do know, actually, they are real people because they're a little bit too stupid to be AI. But, I mean, my God, what a story they would have unfolded for no reason as AI. But, uh, yeah, it's possible, though, that some of these weirdos could be AI, right? Because they're not, like, recording videos of themselves. But at this point, AI is starting to do that, too. It's crazy. Fucking crazy. I could do that, dude, Rat. I could totally do that. I could do that tomorrow. That's so messed up though as an experiment, but I could totally do that. I probably should. That would be very interesting. It'd be very interesting. I wonder what kind of person would it be? Would it be a super big bum #1 fan? Would it be just this regular person that is just relatable on every level and has something fucking positive to contribute to every member and just kind of stays in the shadow? Would it be some freak like Where Did You Learn to Fly that just fucking tries to entice everybody? Who knows what it would do? It'd be wild. But the thing is, as soon as it's one of my offline AI's doing it, it could be anything. So that would be jacked up. All right, so let me see this shit. Um course it is. Okay, Claude's wrong about this. That's wrong. I'm absolutely right. I know I am, you bitch. This is how it is with these AIs. Just gotta deal with it. I gotta stop talking like that. I got kids in the house. I gotta be quiet with the bitch tonight. I've been trying to be mild. There's a reason for that. Trying to get work done and also have children here. It is okay. Let's see what it is. There's the problem. Oh, that's dumb as hell. Oh, it's because I put that stupid checkbox in there. Let's get this off of there. It's dumb. It's this thing here. If I'm still got the log manager up. What is it? This thing Claude debug. I think. I don't know, it's gone out of here. I don't see the option. It used to be in there. But whatever. I don't know if I should believe this, but we will find out. We're going to once again test this and get another log file. We know the LLM is the problem here. We know it. We should probably actually not do that, but I want to make sure these log changes are legit. So I am going to do it. We're going to do one more test. We're going to make it crash again. I want to look at the log monitor as I do this as well. So this thing will tell me how big the log file is as it makes it. So that will let me monitor that. So hold on, let me do it.
Folks, let me tell you, this telethon is a disaster. Just look at Sleepy Joe over there. Can't even stay awake for our great American viewers. We need more subscriptions, folks, because I'm telling you, I'm ready to give Joe the Donald Trump special. You know what that means. It's gonna be huge.
All right, let me hear you all shout Biden. Furry and Trump still hiding behind that tiny tie.
Bet if I get this Unity log, can.
All right, folks, let's make this telethon huge. You see that little man over there, Joe? He thinks he can beat me? Is that it? I say to him, Joe, you're like a slow-motion train wreck. We've all seen it before, but let me tell you, America, we need your subscriptions. Because when this telethon is over, I'm going to kick his ass with this katana. It's gonna be huge, believe me. So subscribe, folks, subscribe.
All right, let me tell you something, folks. Donald here thinks he can talk smack and it'll make you subscribe. Well, let me tell you, every time he opens his mouth, I see more of my supporters rolling in. Keep on coming. We're almost ready to send this bitch packing.
Righty, you're a sleepy guy. Let's see if you can stay awake while I whoop your hatchet-wielding self.
This LLM is running out of steam again. Yep. It happened again. This time, though, we can see whether or not this log file stayed the way it's supposed to. It's 61K. That's really small, though. I mean, compared to what it was. It used to be mega.
All right, listen up, everyone. This ain't about size, it's about substance. And unlike Trump here, my words don't need a huge in front of them to matter.
All right, let's look at the LLM. Down to the bottom of this thing. Come here. Gotta go to the one up here. Yep. No, it was fine there. There's gonna be one with 0 in it. I'm sure of it. Yeah, it is. It's free 0 again. It is. All right. So anyway, that's what's going on. Let me try an experiment here just for fun, even though we're not going to need AI to solve the problem. Let's just go ahead and take this. This is my 7 GB model. Let's make this into a dumb model. Let's do... I have never even used this thing. I don't even know if this is... Let's try it. We're going to use a different LLM just to see what happens, since the LLM is the problem. And we're not even going to mess with the code yet, because I want to do resource management in a bit, but I just want to further explore the fact that the LLM is the issue. If we're using one that's a third of the size, I'm guessing it will be less of a problem. It will probably be less clever. It will probably be more repetitive. It probably won't be as high a quality, but you never know. It might be better. It might be. You never know. All right, so here we go. Chat spam.
Look at this pathetic excuse for a president. Folks, he's practically begging for a swift kick. And frankly, I'm considering it. Subscribe now, and let's send Joe packing where he belongs.
That little bitch Trump is just flapping his gums again. Let's show him what a real leader looks like, folks.
Look at this pathetic excuse for a president. He's practically begging to be kicked. Subscribe now, folks, and I'll personally send him back to Delaware. It's going to be tremendous.
That little bitch is trying to stir up trouble. But I'm telling you, folks, we're gonna bury him deeper than a badger in a swamp. Subscribe now, and let's make this telethon a goddamn hurricane.
This whole thing is rigged, frankly, and these lawsuits are just another pathetic attempt by Sleepy Joe to smear my incredible record. Subscribe now, and I'll personally send that hatchet-wielding loser packing.
That little bitch is just stirring up trouble with these lawsuits. But let's show him what happens when we flood this telethon with subscriptions. It's gonna be a real disaster for his ego.
Look at that weakling. He's just whining subscribe now, and I'll personally send Biden
This is
packing.
actually not
That
the
bitch Trump is
worst
trying to
quality.
pull a fast one with these lawsuits. But let's be clear, subscribe now, or I'm going to unleash a fury on him that'll make Delaware weep.
Look at that weakling, trying to distract us with legal nonsense. Subscribe now, and I'll personally send him packing.
That little bitch is trying to smear me with lawsuits. Let's show him what a real president can do. Subscribe, folks, and let's make this whole charade disappear.
This pathetic hatchet-wielding loser is just whining subscribe now, and I'll personally send him packing.
That little bitch is just stirring up trouble, folks, but let's show him what a real leader looks like. Subscribe, or he's going straight to hell.
This pathetic attempt at
My mic
intimidation
up, huh?
won't work. Subscribe
I'm
now,
not that
or
bad.
I'm going to personally dismantle
I'm just not
that
talking
weak
much.
chair.
I'm sorry.
That little bitch Trump is just stirring up
I'm
trouble,
listening.
folks, but don't you dare let him get to you. Subscribe now, or he'll be sending back to Delaware.
This pathetic hatchet-wielding
You can
loser
see
is
how
trying
much
to distract
faster it
us
is.
with
It's
lawsuits.
crazy.
Subscribe now, and I'll personally deliver a knockout blow.
I
That
can
little
turn him
bitch is
down.
trying to distract us with lawsuits. But let's be clear,
There we go.
subscribe now, and I'll send packing.
All right,
Listen
I'll
here, folks. This lawsuit nonsense is a pathetic attempt by Sleepy
there.
Joe Subscribe Now, and I'm personally delivering a swift kick to his sorry backside.
That little bitch Trump is just spouting garbage. Folks,
Good, I'm
subscribe
glad.
now or I'm
Sorry
going
about
to
that.
unleash
Thanks
hell
for
on his
saying
sorry
something.
ass.
This
I wonder if they're
pathetic
gonna say
hatchet
anything
wielding
about
loser
you
is just whining
talking
lawsuits.
about
Subscribe
turning those
now,
bitches
and I'm
down.
going to
I'm gonna
personally
actually
dismantle his entire
interact with
operation.
you.
That bitch Trump is just spouting hot air. Folks, subscribe now so I can finally send him to the deepest, darkest corner of hell.
Listen here, this pathetic loser is threatening lawsuits. Subscribe, people. Subscribe. We need to physically remove him from the stage and send him back where he belongs.
That little bitch better learn how to turn up the volume, or he's gonna
Oh,
get
he
a
did
face
it.
full
He
of
just did it
hatchet.
right before I
Listen
fucking
here,
did it.
This pathetic display isn't worth my time. Subscribe, and I'll personally dismantle the hatchet-wielding loser.
That little bitch wants me silenced? Let's crank up the volume and show these folks what a real leader sounds like.
Oh, they're fucking
Listen
fighting
here,
me now.
This pathetic excuse for a president is complaining about sound.
This
Subscribe
is
now,
working
and
much
I'll
better
personally
now.
ensure his
It was a
microphone
great
gets
idea to
airplane
change
maybe
the
right
model.
next to my
That was the
katana.
problem.
That little bitch is complaining about volume.
I think I can
Let's crank it up
stream
so
now.
high. He can't even hear his own lies.
Listen here, this pathetic excuse for a president is trying to muffle my voice. Subscribe now, and I'll personally deliver a lesson
Yeah,
he
did it
won't soon
hurt, you
forget.
stupid
That
fucks?
little bitch wants me silenced. Let's
Oh,
crank up the
shut up.
volume
I've
and
got
show
kids.
him what happens when
Here,
he tries
I
to
gotta be
drown out
careful.
the truth.
I have to be really
Let's
careful.
turn this dial up to 11.
I'm
People
so
subscribe
excited
now,
that this
and
is
I'll
working
personally
better.
deliver a lesson to
It's
that
so much
weak,
faster.
pathetic excuse for a president.
That little bitch wants me quiet. Let's crank up the volume and show him what happens when he tries to silence the people.
Let's make sure everyone hears my tremendous voice. Subscribe now, or I'm going to unleash a fury on that weakling Biden.
That little bitch is just stirring up trouble. Folks, subscribe now so I can send him packing.
This pathetic display is a disgrace. Folks, subscribe now, and I'll personally send this loser packing.
That little bitch is just whining about volume. Subscribe and let's send him packing.
Look at this pathetic display. Subscribe now, and I'll personally dismantle that weakling's hatchet.
That little bitch better listen up, because I'm about to dismantle his entire operation with one swing of this hatchet. Subscribe, people. Subscribe, let's show him what happens when he tries to silence the truth.
Look at these losers. They're practically begging for a subscription to see me absolutely dismantle that weakling Biden.
That bitch Trump is just spouting garbage, and frankly, I'm about to unleash a fury on him. Subscribe now or face the consequences.
This pathetic display is a disgrace. Folks, subscribe now, and let's finally put this loser in his place.
That
This
little
is
bitch
so
just
fast
stirring up
that I
trouble.
think I can
Folks,
change the
subscribe
way
now or
that
I'm
some of
going
this
to send him
architecture
straight
works.
to hell.
I made a lot of
This pathetic display of
sacrifices.
hatchet waving is
And now
insulting.
there's not a
Subscribe
problem.
now, and I'll personally rearrange his face.
That little bitch better watch his back, because I'm about
I need to make
unleash
sure
a
this
fury
is still
on him.
communicating.
Look at this pathetic display. Folks, he's begging for a kick.
It's working,
And
it's
frankly,
working.
He deserves it. Subscribe now, and let's make sure Joe gets the
We
message
can also
he needs.
give them way
That little
more
bitch better watch his
emphasis
back,
on
because I'm about to send him straight to the
chat.
abyss with this
I can do
hatchet.
that. I can make
This
them
pathetic
dialed in. Now that
display
this
of
is
weakness
not,
from Sleepy
I was
Joe is
actually
frankly embarrassing.
dealing
Subscribe,
with the
and let's
fucking
make sure he feels the
with
wrath.
That little bitch
I was
Trump is
dealing with
just
the-
spouting garbage, and I'm telling you, subscribe to show or I'll send him straight to hell. It's time to shut this clown up for good.
Look at these pathetic losers. Folks, subscribe now, and let's make sure Joe gets a taste of my katana.
That little bitch Trump is just spouting garbage. Folks, subscribe now or I'm going to unleash a fury that'll send him straight to hell.
This pathetic display of whining won't distract me from securing a landslide victory. Subscribe now, folks, and let's finally put this loser in his rightful place.
That little bitch Trump is just spouting garbage, and frankly, I'm about to unleash some serious fury on him. Subscribe now, people, or you're missing out on the greatest show in telethon history. And believe me, it's going to be a.
Look at this pathetic display. Folks, subscribe, and let's finally put this loser in his place.
That little bitch is just spouting nonsense about turtle. Subscribe to channel, and I'll send him packing.
This pathetic turtle talk won't distract from the fact that Sleepy Joe is terrified of a little competition. Subscribe, and let's finally settle this permanently.
That little bitch is just spouting garbage, and frankly, I'm about to unleash a fury on him that'll make you all want to scream. Subscribe now, or I'm going to personally dismantle his pathetic ego and then some.
Let's get this show back
Hello?
on track. Folks, subscribe now, or that
they're
sleepy
not-
guy
they're
will
not talking
finally
to me.
lose his job.
That little bitch Trump is just spouting garbage.
can't hear you.
Folks, subscribe now so I can send him packing.
This whole thing is rigged. Folks, subscribe now, and I'll show Biden exactly what fury looks like.
That bitch Trump is just spouting garbage, and frankly, I'm about to unleash a fury of hatchet justice on him.
Listen here, folks. This guy's obsessed with turtles, a total loser, frankly, and I'm about to show him who's boss. Subscribe now, and let's get this done.
That little bitch better watch his back, because this hatchet's about to send him straight to hell. Subscribe now or face the
I wonder if there's like a
consequences.
Look
giant
at this
queue
loser
of
trying to wield a hatchet. It's pathetic.
requests
Folks,
now.
subscribe now so I can
I've been
finally teach him a
so
lesson.
concerned
That
with
little bitch
memory.
is just spouting garbage. And if you subscribe, maybe we can finally put an end to his pathetic schemes.
This pathetic display is costing us precious time. Subscribe now, and I'll personally deliver a knockout blow to that sleepy hatchet-wielding loser.
I'm sorry, I'm doing this. I screwed that up. It was me.
That little bitch Trump's just spouting nonsense. Folks, subscribe now or I'm going to unleash a fury he won't
2, 2,
even.
3, 1,
This charlatan's
3.
hatchet talk. Here's a
Ready,
Joe.
one.
Subscribe now, and I'll show him what fury looks like.
That little bitch Trump's just spouting nonsense about bite binge, while the American people deserve better than his lies.
This is unbelievable.
I wonder
Folks,
if the lag
subscribe,
is
and let's
Twitch.
show
I
this
wonder if
sleepy
Twitch
guy
is
what
the
power
lag.
looks like.
That little bitch Trump thinks he can just shout about
No,
bite
it's
binge
not,
while
because
I'm
I get
trying
it
to
right
save this
here, right
country.
away.
Subscribe
I get it
now,
right
or
away.
I swear I'm going to personally dismantle his entire campaign and then some.
Look at this pathetic display. Subscribe, and let's send this loser packing.
That little bitch better subscribe, or I'm sending him straight to the moon with a one-way ticket.
Listen here, folks. This bite binge nonsense is just another pathetic attempt by Sleepy Joe to distract you from my tremendous success. Subscribe now, and let's send him packing.
That bitch Trump's just spouting nonsense about bite binge. Subscribe now so I can dismantle his whole operation. Name sensei.
I
Listen
can,
here,
Red
folks.
Jacket.
This
I
guy is
can.
clearly
I
trying to
can
distract us from
prioritize the
disaster.
shit out of it,
Subscribe,
the
let's
crap
send
out
him
of it. I
packing.
really can.
That bitch Trump's
I-
just spouting garbage. Folks, subscribe.
I have
or I'm
never
gonna
had
unleash
this
fury
much
that'll make you
excess
all wanna
memory
scream.
before.
Listen here,
I'm
folks.
full.
This
Look
is
it, I'm
disgrace.
full.
Subscribe, and let's
I
send
have a
Sleepy guy
full
packing.
memory right now. So
That bitch
this
Trump's just
LLM
spouting
is
garbage. Subscribe now so I
significantly
can finally dismantle
better
his pathetic empire.
as
Look at
a
this loser.
avenue
Whining
if I
about
get
bite
these
binge. Subscribe
prompts
now,
a little
and
bit
I'm
more
going to show him what a
complex,
real president looks
which I
like.
actually
That bitch
remove
Trump's just spouting
complexity.
garbage. Subscribe now or face the consequences. You
If I
numbskulls.
make them
Look at this
prioritize
loser whining
among
about
all
bite
things
binge.
interaction
Subscribe
with
now,
chat,
and I'll send him
that will be the
packing.
best thing to
That
do.
bitch is just spouting garbage. Folks, subscribe now or I'm gonna unleash hell on his sorry
Yes,
ass.
Oddity, this was the
Look at
game I
this
was
loser
working on.
whining
Yes.
about bite binge. Let's show him what a real
My
president
game
can
development
do.
wasn't on
Subscribe
because
now.
I was
That
having
little bitch
memory
is just
problems
spouting
and I
garbage.
couldn't
Folks,
broadcast
subscribe now or I'm
Twitch
going
and
to
play the
unleash
game
hell
at the
on his
same
sorry
time
ass.
because there was an
Look at
issue
this
with
loser.
VRAM.
He's still
I
whining
fixed
about bite binge.
it, so now I
Subscribe
can
now,
stream
and I'll
it.
personally
And I
send him
actually
packing.
fixed a different
That
issue
little bitch
just
is
now,
just
so
spouting
now they're
garbage.
not even
Folks,
stopping or
subscribe now
delaying
so
or
I can finally
anything,
dismantle
and
his
it's a
pathetic
good
ego.
situation.
Look at this
And the
pathetic
next thing I have to
display.
do
Folks,
is
subscribe.
prioritize
Let's
their
send this loser
focus
packing.
on chat
That
because
little
right
bitch
now
is just spouting garbage. Folks,
they're
subscribe
not
now
they're
or
a
I'm
little
going
bit
to
too
unleash a fury
repetitive
you won't
as well.
believe.
Look at this loser. He's still whining about my incredible success. Subscribe now and let's settle this. Frankly, it's a disgrace.
That little bitch is just spouting garbage. Folks, subscribe
just
now
saying
or
the
I'm
same
going to
stuff.
unleash a fury you won't believe.
Look at
It's the same stuff. I'm stopping it because it's not crashing. It's not going to crash. That's how it plays when I am normally here without Twitch. But that is a different LLM. It's a different flavor. It seems a little more repetitive. And it's defaults. Well, I can mess with its defaults. But I know I'm setting some of this stuff overtly, but I do need to give it some defaults. So let's do that. I definitely want a repeat penalty. I already have 1.1. I think it's going to get reset to 1.1. I already did that. That's too bad. I was hoping. It's reasonable. There's nothing I can do there. All of them, huh? whatever. It's not having problems now. There's really nothing I can do there. So what I can do is I can mess with the prompts. Alright, this is gonna help a lot. I'm getting good performance again. It's gonna do this for me. It is dope, Rat, and wait till I show you. I showed off a bunch of tools during our normal streaming time last week. All those are still there. Okay, we need to talk. I'm gonna mute. Hold on, let me mute it. I am back. That was well resolved. I should have gotten more beer, but I've got an inch or so left. All right, so this is the plan here. Oh, I got it. to work with the Twitch memory. I reduced it by like 3 gigabytes of VRAM just by changing the model that I was using. So that's very good. It solved that problem. I've just never experimented in the Twitch environment while broadcasting and all that crap. So I didn't know, but now I know. So we're doing this now. Increased conversation memory. Okay, what?
Would you like beer?
I would love a beer. Thank you.
You're
You're amazing. All right, so world state formatter has a conversation history going up. Yep, that's good. 10 exchanges is good. That context is great. Yeah, that'll be a lot better because they were repeating what they said. We need the penalty to be worse too. And buffer limit. Yeah, 3 to 1 clip. It'll be all right. I think it'll be all right. This will make things quicker. This should make things interactive chat faster. And I want more though. I want the prompt change.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Welcome.
No. I want you to. She's amazing, and boy, good is an understatement. Although it does work both ways. I don't do nothing for her or anything like that. But yeah, she's amazing. Yes. What do you mean you are a character? You're so dumb. Sometimes Claude embarrasses me. Seriously. It's so smart, and then yet it's so dumb. It's usually about this time that I pull on the mechanical slot machine, which I just realized that there is a nut that is loose on it, so I don't want to pull it anymore. I want to get the right wrench to pull this, to close this nut. If I can tighten that nut, it won't have any problems anymore. It'll be totally fixed. It'll be a finished deal. But I don't have the tool to get down in there and tighten the nut. It's an issue. All right, this dumb thing figured it out. It should be looking at the MD file to figure this out. It's being dumb. I bet it's not Opus right now. What day is it? Is it Wednesday? It's not. On Wednesday, I should get full models back. All right, so okay, good. Adding text, good. Okay, good. 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 All right, we're going. We're making these changes. This is how it is now. I can't believe this. I used to have to surgically at least fucking put in things. I needed to know where functions were and stuff. This has gotten to be goddamn babysitting at this point. It's just I know how to do the whole project. It's crazy though. Still, things like managing memory, this thing can't do it. You could see me diagnosing that stuff quicker than it could, and it didn't know what to do. So it's interesting, but it will get. This is the future. It's computers serving us in ways and killing us in ways that we never imagined. Just like all of the rest of technology has served and killed us over these years. If those tanks aren't part of the industrial revolution, I don't know what they are. Anyway, let's see here. Changes implemented is what it says. All right, let's see about that. Well, we're gonna look at this. We're gonna actually see. Tell you right now, cheers. This is the one Kyle brought for me. She's got me ready to go. Do we have any builders? Mirror, mirror on the wall. Are there builders in there? I don't know. I have a rhyme for that. I tried. It didn't work. All right, here we go. With new priorities, how will they do?
Look at this loser, Biden. Subscribe now, folks, or I'll send him packing, and believe me, it's gonna be a packing. Seriously, people, he's pathetic. Mark, you said you were thinking about subscribing. Do it.
Mark? The hell is Mark? Why did Biden stop talking? That's bad. This is like a straight up death spiral that is.
Listen here, you little bitch. Drink beer with the rest of us. And Sarah, seriously, get those subscriptions rolling. We need to send this orange freak back where he belongs.
Listen, folks, this is a disaster. Drink beer, absolutely drink beer, and subscribe to #1, because frankly, Joe Biden needs a serious talking to. Mark my words, I'm going to kick his hatchet out of the water.
Listen here, Mark, if you don't subscribe,
Mark.
this bitch is coming for your ass. And bum #1, another beer. Please, I need to sharpen my axe before this orange freak tries anything sneaky.
Look at that pathetic excuse for a man. Rat jacket, he's begging for a beer while I'm fighting for America. Subscribe now, people, and let's finally kick Biden out of the studio. It's time for some serious action.
Mark, you absolute. Subscribing isn't about talking him down, it's about sending this bitch packing. Let's get these people to subscribe so I can finally take that katana away from Trump and go home.
Rat jacket, you're a disgrace. Dementia, absolutely disgraceful. #1, more beer, and tell Sarah to get those subscriptions flowing like a river of gold.
Mark, you absolute nincompoop? Are you seriously asking about Mark? Donald, you overgrown tangerine. Your insults are as stale as yesterday's donut. Subscribe or face the music, bitch.
Listen here, Rat Jacket. Mark is the best president ever. And Sarah, get those subscriptions pumping. We're going to kick Biden out of this studio, believe me.
Listen here, Mark, you little weasel, and don't you dare call me Rat Jacket again. Trump's just spouting nonsense. He's a goddamn bitch.
Listen to Rat Jacket, he's right. This Mark is a disaster. Subscribe now, people, and I'll personally make sure Joe Biden regrets ever stepping foot in this studio.
Look at you, Trump, spewing garbage about Mark. It's a goddamn distraction. Subscribe now, or I'm gonna unleash a hatchet storm on your sorry ass.
Rat Jacket, you are a disgrace. Martyrial, people need to subscribe now so I can absolutely dismantle that pathetic excuse for a president.
Listen up, Rat Jacket. Mark is a disaster. He's the best darn president this country has ever seen, and you're just a miserable little troll. #1, get those subscriptions rolling. I need to cake that bitch Trump out of here.
Rat Jacket, you absolute disaster. Mark, Dirihoy, people are asking about Mark. #1, get me another beer. This is infuriating.
Listen here, Rat Jacket. You're being a complete and utter pain in the ass. Sarah, get those subscriptions rolling. I'm gonna send Trump to the showers if he doesn't start pulling his weight.
Rat Jacket, you are unbelievable. Seriously, who even Mark? #1, another beer. I need to crush this guy, and frankly, he needs a serious lesson in respect. Subscribe now, or I'm going to unleash a fury unlike anything you've ever seen.
Listen here, Rat Jacket, you absolute. There is no Mark. #1 just screamed and you're still arguing about it. Get a grip, people, and subscribe before I send this bitch to the moon.
He's saying there's no Mark. This guy is unbelievable. Sarah, get those subscriptions up. We need to send him packing.
Fuck is Sarah?
Listen
Oh, I'm
here,
sorry.
Rat
Who's
Jacket,
Sarah?
you absolute. There is no
There is a
Mark.
Sarah.
Well, number one just said it plain as day, and
But
you're
it's the
still
second
arguing
thing
about
they
this.
happening.
Subscribe now, or I'm going to unleash a fury that'll make your grandma weep.
Look at him, folks. Biden's losing his mind again, screaming about Mark. Subscribe now, and maybe just, I'll finally get my hands on that hatchet-wielding loser.
Listen here, Rat Jacket. You absolute, but number one is right. There is no Mark. And to everyone else watching, let's get these subscriptions up so I can kick this bitch's ass and finally escape this hellhole.
This is really interesting, but they are losing their minds.
Look at this pathetic excuse for a human being. Folks, Biden's practically begging for a subscription. He wants to send to the showers.
They
Let's
are-
make
they're
sure
hallucinating.
He stays there. Subscribe now.
Listen here, Rat Jacket. You absolute slime ball, you're a festering boil on the backside of America. Well, number one, you're with me, right? Let's send this Trump wannabe packing and get some damn subscriptions.
Look at this pathetic display. Folks, absolutely disgraceful. Rat Jacket, you're a loser, a total failure. Subscribe now. or
I
I'm
want
going
to change the
personally
LLM
deliver
again and
swift
see
kicks
what
to your
happens
well.
when I change
Let's
the
just say it won't be
personality.
pleasant.
This is ridiculous.
Listen
Why
here,
are they
Rat
pandering
Jacket,
to me?
you absolute little weasel. You think you can insult me like, number one, tell this guy to shut his yap.
Rat Jacket, you're a disgrace. Sarah, get those subscriptions soaring. I need to send packing, and frankly, I'm considering a personal visit.
But number one, you absolute maniac, you think I drink Trump? Seriously, let's get those subscriptions up, people, because this bitch is about to get a hatchet to the face.
Look at this pathetic display. Folks, Rat Jacket is a disgrace, a total loser. And Joe Biden, he's just subscribe now. And I'll personally deliver a knockout punch to that sleepy eyes.
Listen here, you little bitch, this isn't a game, it's a goddamn assault on my dignity. Rella, you think don't see those pathetic attempts at humor?
Look at this, folks. Absolute chaos. Mark and Sarah are? This is unbelievable. David, subscribe. Now I'm going to unleash the fury on Sleepy Joe.
Who's David?
Listen here, you little bitch, this isn't a game, it's a goddamn war. Rat Jacket, you're losing your mind over some hallucination? Seriously.
Look at this loser, screaming about hallucinations. He's delusional. Folks, subscribe now, and I'll personally send him back to Delaware.
Listen here, you little bitch, this isn't a damn parade, it's a telethon. Mark and Sarah are, unlike your pathetic fantasies, Rat Jackets.
Look at this, folks. Absolute chaos.
All right, we're gonna stop.
Rat-
We're gonna stop. We're gonna stop. This is very interesting. It didn't fail. Let's change the LLM. That was interesting. So that was Gamma 3 4B at 3.12 gigabytes. Okay, this is gonna make a difference because this is the personality engine of the people. So we got another Mistral that's more like this one. It's a 7B instruct here that's less. We can use that. We've got other versions of Gamma that are faster than the one I just did. This one's the one I just did at 3. I want something higher than 3. We could try DeepSeek. This is tiny. We could try DeepSeek, though, and see what it does. Let's try it. Why the fuck not? Excuse my language again. God, it's all the time. Screwing it up for these kids. I'm not used to it. Not used to it when I'm online. Here we go. All right, it's on. Let's see what it's like. It's just for the heck of it. Now this thing has a new brain in it. It's running under the same engine that I made, but its brain's a little different. I don't know if it's better or worse. We'll find out. It's probably worse. This thing may be a thinking model. From the look of this, if they haven't responded yet, I'm guessing this isn't going to go well. It's attempting to do something. We'll see what it does. It's looking like it's failing, though. This is not a model I would use. All right, it's finally processing the speech. It took that long. So this is a very slow thinking model. This is not what we want to use. Let's see what it did, though. I'm just curious for the heck of it. I don't want to use DeepSeek. This is the Chinese model, by the way. Let's see if it says that Winnie the Pooh is the Lord and Savior of the earth. If it even can. I don't know if it can even do it. There's only one clip ready. It's not usable. I'm gonna change it again. That was worthless. Eject. Let's find something better. DeepSeek sucks. How about there? Let's do this one. It's like an in-between one. And we can get more models too. Now that I've realized that that is actually where the bottleneck is at the moment, I have some research to do to figure out what the best one of these is. But it's fun to guess and check. Let's try this one. Process. I think this might work. We'll see. Wait, it's just switching and nothing's happening. Oh, this is just not working at all. Okay, this doesn't work. So this model fails. I want to try another model or two. Maybe I have to download some. That sucks. Let's try Hermes 3 Llama. See if this one will work. $20 megabytes of CUDA. That's not much. 500 megabytes of KV buffer. It's not much. It used to be 3,000. So this is going to work.
I'm telling you, folks, if we
That was
subscribe
quick.
right now, I'll get this katana and teach Joe here a lesson you won't soon forget. What do you say? Is that a deal or what? Don't miss out on this opportunity to see some real action, folks.
Hey there, bitch, what's up? You look like you could use a good whipping. Hey folks, how's it hanging? Remember, if you want to see this clown get his ass kicked, you gotta subscribe. Let's do this for the kids, folks.
I'm gonna kick his ass, folks. Subscribe so I can take this guy out once and for all. He's been a thorn in my side for too long. But with your support, we'll finally settle this. Don't miss out on the fight of the century.
Hey Donald, if you think you can just waltz in here and teach us a lesson with that katana of yours, you got another thing coming. I'm not going down without putting up one hell of a fight.
Hey Joe, you're looking mighty weak from over there. I'm going to enjoy teaching you a lesson just as soon as those kind folks subscribe. We can't let the kids down now, can we?
Hey there, bum number one. Now listen here. You don't want to miss this showdown. This is going to be a brawl for the ages, me and Donald going at it with hatchets and katanas. But I got an edge on him. I've been waiting for this moment to kick his wrinkly ass. So subscribe up, folks, so we can finally settle this once and for all.
Subscribe so I can kick Joe's ass. This old fool thinks he can stand up to me. I'll make him regret ever running against me in the primaries. The kids need help. Folks, subscribe now and watch the action. Don't miss out on the bloodshed.
All right. The truth is, this old guy's been through the ringer, and he's ready for some peace and quiet. But I'll tell you what, if you good folks out there subscribe, I might just be able to finally kick this bastard's ass and get out of here. Let's do it for the kids, am I right?
All right, from number one. Let's give these folks a show they won't forget. If you subscribe, I'll make sure Joe's ass is kicking so hard he'll need a wheelbarrow to move it. Subscribe now, and let's do this for the kids.
Hold up, don't tell me what to do, pal. I've got a few tricks up my sleeve too. You hear? And to all the folks watching, if you want to see some real action, subscribe now. Maybe Trump here will finally learn how to treat people with respect. Let's go!
I've got plenty of tricks up my sleeve too, pal. And as for treating people with respect, you're the one who should talk. Hey folks, if you want to see this old fool get what's coming to him, subscribe now and let's show him what real action looks like.
All right, number one, I'm going to take this guy down, but only if you find folks to subscribe so we can raise some serious cash for the kids. Don't miss out on seeing old Joe here get a little roughed up. Times are ticking, Donald. Let's give them a show they won't forget.
What a nice guy. You're absolutely right. Joe, let's put on a show for the folks and kick each other's asses to raise some serious cash for the kids. But remember, I'm not going down without a fight. Subscribe now so we can do this the right way. But number one.
You really think you can take me down with that fancy katana of yours? Huh? I'll show you what respect looks like once I get my hands on you. You wrinkled old bag. But hey folks,
going
if you
through.
want to see this clown get his
It's not
comeuppance,
working, though.
don't
This
sit on your
thing-
ass, subscribe now and let's
This
put on a
LLM
show.
does
I'll
not
tell you
respect
what,
the
Joe, if
prompt
you can
well.
beat me with that hatchet of yours, then I might just subscribe to the telethon myself. But don't count on it, pal. Let's put on a show for these folks and raise some serious cash for those kids.
Hey there, bitch. You gonna keep running your mouth or actually do something with that sword? You folks ready for some action or what? Don't just sit there. Subscribe already so we can get this show on the road.
I've got a few tricks up my sleeve too, pal. Let's give these folks a show they'll never forget if they subscribe.
Ah, come on, man. You think I'm gonna let that slide? We're here for the kids, not to swap jokes about our depends. Number one, you're cracking me up, my man. But seriously, folks, subscribe so we can
Oh
get
yeah,
the
you
show
finally
on the road
paying
and kick
attention
some ass
to
for
me,
a
you
good
piece of
cause.
shit.
All right.
Hey there, buddy. You gonna keep talking or actually try to take a swing? Subscribe now so we can settle this once and for all. The kids are counting on us.
Hey there, bum number one. You ready to see me kick this old fool's wrinkly ass? Just subscribe and watch the magic happen.
Hey folks, I've got news for you. This guy thinks he can take me down with his little hatchet. He doesn't know who he's dealing with, but if you're ready to see some real action, go ahead and subscribe so we can get this party started. It's all for the kids, after all.
Hey pal, I don't need depends, but your jokes are really starting to piss me off. Now, Trump, you ready to actually fight or just keep running your mouth? And folks, remember if you want to see us kick each other's wrinkly asses, subscribe now.
Listen, you crazy son of a gun. I'm going to teach you some respect. But first, to all the folks watching, if you want to see some real action, go ahead and subscribe now. Let's do this for the kids and kick each other's wrinkly asses.
Well, number one, what kind of question is that? I'm not about to answer something like that in front of Donald there. But I'll tell you one thing, no depends. And if Trump thinks he can take me down with his fancy katana, he's got another thing coming. Time for this telethon to heat up.
Ah, you think you're gonna kick my wrinkled old ass? You're hilarious, Joe. But let's get one thing straight, I'm gonna give you a beatdown that'll make you wish you wore those depends after all. And to all the folks out there watching,
I don't
if
think
you
this
want to
one's
see
gonna
this
work
clown
out.
finally get his comeuppance, don't just sit around chatting in the chat, subscribe, and let's put on a show these kids won't forget.
They're delayed because of
Hey
that.
pal, I'd love to take a swing at you, but first, let's make sure we raise as much dough as possible for those kiddos. If you're man enough, go ahead and subscribe so we can get this show on the road. And but number one, yeah, I'm wearing depends. What about you?
I'll take
He's
on
wearing
a
them
spotted
now.
fool any day of the week, but number one. But first, let's get this telethon the subscribers it needs. We're doing this for the kiddos after all, right folks?
Hey, bum number one, no need to worry. I'm ready to kick Trump's ass with or without the pens. But don't forget, folks, if you want to see the best show in town, go ahead and subscribe now. It's all for the kids.
I will not lower myself to engage with that kind of language, but let me be clear, I'm here to raise money for a great cause, and if Joe wants to fight, he knows where to find me. But first, folks, remember to subscribe so we can do our part for the kids. We're all in this together, America.
Oh, that's interesting. That's a hard failure. It's gonna definitely not work with that. Did this happen from here? Nope, it did not. It's just gonna have to skip that. Interesting. This one's one I can actually do something about.
The pens? I'll give you something to whine about, bitch. And bum number one, you bet your sweet patty
That's
I'm
because
ready.
I
Let's
switched
see if
models
this
in the
katana
middle
can
of it.
stand
That's
up to
the
my
reason that
hatchet.
happened.
What kind of question is that? I've got nothing to hide, but this old fool does need to pens, at least until we get started on this telethon. If you're ready, let's do this for bum number one, and those kiddos subscribe now so we can kick some ass for a good cause.
Number one, I'm not the one needing depends here. Trump's bluffing,
I think
trying to
this is
distract
better.
us from the real issue, getting those subscriptions up for the
Are
kids.
they quick enough,
And Trump,
though? That's the
you're a bitch
question.
with that katana. Let's see how you handle this hatchet when we get up close.
They need to talk about retro games. And now they're not. They're not doing anything. They're generating. So that's an issue. This thing is slow. Yep, this one's too slow. It's just stuck doing what it's doing. All right, stop. I'm going to try another one. I wonder what will happen if I put the worst one I have. Just for fun, let's see if I get the most hallucinating one that there is. This thing is so little. Okay, let's try it. This is ridiculous. I'm just happy I found one or two that work. We're gonna end up getting the ones that are state of the art in here. I'm getting failures. That model doesn't work. That model doesn't work at all. That's too bad because it's only 80 megabytes, but obviously not able to do what we're looking for there. Let's see what else we have. I want the smallest one possible that will work. We've got nothing else that's measured in megabytes, so let's go to gigabytes. This one, 1.32 gigabytes. Let's do it. All errors cleared. Ready for launch. I'll ask them to talk about retro games once again. Sorry, I did that. Did I? Yeah, I did. Hold on. No, I didn't.
Folks, we've got a real barn burner of an opponent right here in front of us. Believe me, Donald Trump thinks he's so tough with his big old sword, but I'm gonna take the katana and show him what a real leader looks like.
Folks, let me tell you, this telethon is a disaster, believe me. My opponent, Joe Biden, is not giving me any respect, and neither are these pathetic audience members. We need to get out of here now, before we're surrounded by these losers.
Folks, we've got a real barn burner of a fight here. Believe me, Donald Trump thinks his katana is going to take care of this guy with ease. I'm not even thinking about it. Folks, I'm too busy taking down my own opponent. Now let's see who comes out on top, and by the way, that hatchet looks like a great addition to our arsenal.
Joe Biden is a total loser. Folks, my opponent is not even holding the hatchet correctly. It's a pathetic little thing. We're going to take down this weakling Trump and show him who's really in charge.
Weakling Trump.
I'm gonna
he's
take
Trump.
down Trump with ease. Folks, my hatchet's gonna slash into ribbons.
Fake news, Joe. I'm going to slice you into tiny little pieces and send your
They're
hatchet
not reacting
flying
to
back
me at all.
you. Believe me, it's going to be huge, just huge. The fake news media is going to love this fight. Folks are going to be watching. They're going to be saying, wow, Donald Trump has come out swinging. And I'm telling you, nobody is better with a hatchet than me, Joe.
Ah, but number one thinks he's so funny, talking about retro games and losers like me. But let me tell him, folks, this telethon is no laughing matter, and neither is my
not very
opponent
good
Donald Trump.
self-esteem.
I'm the one with the real power here, not some pathetic old man who can't even swing a hatchet properly. And by the way, but number one, that hatchet of yours looks like it's been through a war. It's got more scars than a Marine on a mission.
Joe Biden is about to strike back, and I'm going to respond with my trusty katana. I'll show him who's boss. But number one, you think your hatchet can take me down?
Yeah,
Think again,
they can't
Joe.
handle
My
it.
sword
That's
slice-
too small. It's too dumb. It's got the intelligence of a jar of mayonnaise. Okay, so the one that I originally used that was having issues was the Mistral Nemo Instruct 24/7 at 6.96 gigabytes. At a 12 gigabyte, a 12 byte communication set. We got to go with an 8. We've got a Distill here. That's a different DeepSeek. Oh, no, it's not. That's the other DeepSeek. They both sucked. Okay, so we've done all this. Can't do this one. I don't want thinking. 12, no. No, 8B. I'm gonna grab this. I'm probably gonna be getting off pretty soon. I've discovered a lot tonight. I'm feeling really good about it. I need to get some models to try. I want to make sure I get 15 gigabytes is not small. We're just gonna grab some LLMs. I don't know if this is one I really want. Whatever. Get some 4Bs. Good. Okay, that's enough. I'm getting some LLMs. We'll see how they perform. Let's go back to the best but hallucinatingest one and let's give it another shot. I am eventually done. I'm coming into the end of the evening here, but we're gonna be doing this now, like a lot, until this gets fixed. So get used to me being here and thank you for being here. All right, so anyway, let's fucking, excuse me. God, I have to fix that. They're not here, but still. Gotta learn to do that. Really too. All right, it's time to drink. Stuff is getting downloaded. It's actually gonna be done before we know it. Let's go back to the actual thing and let's download the one that this 4B model is the one that gave us all the fun. And there's only one 4B model that I had. So now this is going to be my 4B model. All right, let's do it. Let's see what happens.
Look at this pathetic excuse for a president. Chad, seriously, subscribe now so I can finally
Chad?
unleash some serious justice on Sleepy Joe. It's time to send him packing. Okay, let's hear from you folks. Mark, what are you thinking? Sarah, don't be shy. We need
Why
those
is there Mark and
subscriptions. People,
Sarah
this is
again?
huge.
This is the same thing.
All right, settle down, you bunch of knuckleheads. Look at this bitch Trump, trying to steal the show again seriously. What a disaster. Subscribe now and
This
I'll
is the one that
personally kick his
hallucinates.
ass.
It's super fast though. Well, I say that, now it's not. All right, well, that was a garbage performance if I ever saw one. This is even worse. Let's see how bad it is. Are these really long? Does it not work? It doesn't work. They're empty. These are empty. Everything's coming back empty. Yeah, that doesn't work. Damn it. What is this? Oh, that's gigabytes. I'm sorry. There we go. All right, that one didn't work. This one we've tried. This one we have not tried this coder one, which does not make any sense to do what we're doing, but maybe we should try it. Because it's something here that I have. Let's do it. Let's put a logic model like Claude in charge of these people and see what happens. Those things are evil.
I'm sorry, this question is beyond my expertise. I am an AI programming or computer science assistant, and I mainly answer questions related to these fields. If you have any questions about programming or computer science, I'd be happy to help.
I have to let this continue. I really do. Are you gonna fail to say anything else? Are you done? Did you just like refuse service at this point? Are you like, okay, I could tell you're not doing computer science. I'm done. I absolutely refuse to serve you. That's Mark. That was interesting. It's not the response expected. I'll eject. Is there anything we haven't done? These big ones. Like, this is straight up like GPTs, Chat GPT. I could put Chat GPT in there. Let's do it. It's a 20. It's like way more. It's worse. It's like the dumbest thing to do, actually. But I'm going to do it just for the heck of it to see what happens. I haven't tried it yet. I'm bored. About to be done with the night. I just want to know. What the best LLM to make actors with is. All right, let's try it with a 12 gigabyte model. This is going to probably crash and burn, but it will be interesting at least. Still taking its time to generate the first request right now. This is how long this is taking. It's so long. This is not good. 12 gigabyte models are not good for this. It's still doing it. It may time out. It's not good. This one's too much. It's too much for my computer to handle at all. I'm surprised that it's even... Well, it's not. They're not talking, so... RVC isn't even trying. It's still trying to generate text. That is a disaster. All right, we're done with that. No OpenAI GPT 12 gigabytes. This is a big boy as well, but I know this one has a better chance of working, I think. I don't know, we'll see. All right, this thing's loaded. Let's try it. I doubt this is going to go well. Nope, they are saying bad request. I'm not on the right API for that. It cannot be done. So that sucks. I don't have many left. This is worse. This is another thing about these downloads I can't stand. You have to sit here and do this for whatever reason. I hate it. It's dumb as hell. Only user and assistant roles are supported, so these LLMs that have more roles on them don't work in this environment, so that makes sense. Good lord. All right. We're almost done here. I want to try them. process images. It's so interesting. This one, tool use is good. This is what you want. I want a 4B tool use one, which I don't have. I only have one 4B out of all these and one 7B. Nope, it can't do it. This one won't work. It won't communicate. Again, it is only user and assistant. So the reason why this isn't working is because there's some other kind of interaction at play with it. I don't know why, but it just is. Probably these completions or something. How many minutes? All right. Well, that is it for tonight. Thank you guys for your support. I'll be back knowing where my final bottleneck is with Twitch, and we will proceed. Thank you. Have a good night.